Are we rolling? Spider Chad, hello. Oh, sorry, man. I was just educating myself with Audible. Oh, Audible! You mean the internet's leading provider of informational and educational audio content on the internet?
Audible has an unbeatable selection of audiobooks including bestsellers, motivation, mysteries, thrillers, memoirs, and more. You can choose 3 titles every month, 1 audiobook, and 2 exclusive Audible originals you can't hear anywhere else. By the way, you get credits every month for 1 audiobook. I've personally been listening to Save the Cat. It gives me tips on screenwriting, which is great if I want to write my Diary of a Wimpy Kid 4 short film. I'm listening to it at home during quarantine as I cook, eat, or even dab. If you didn't like your audiobook, you can exchange it, and heck, if you want, you can share a book from your library with anyone, and if it's their first time accepting a book through this feature, they can listen for free. So what are you waiting for? Go to audible.com/browntable or text Browntable to 500-500 for 1 free audiobook, 2 free Audible originals, and a 30-day free trial. Yep, a 30-day free trial, 1 free audiobook, 2 Audible originals, absolutely free. Just go to audible.com/browntable or text Browntable to 500-500.
Audible's great. Yeah, it is. Okay, bitch, can you start filming? Sure. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back. I decided to stay at home because I want to stay safe thanks to this pandemic going around. And I had like a bunch of films that I had on my to-watch list. And I was like, yeah, might as well get to it, you know? So I watched Skyfall. I watched How to Train Your Dragon. I watched The Lion King, you know, the 1994 version. All trash. I really wish that studios would just give up on 2D animation. 2D animation just looks terrible. Just make everything live action or as realistic to live action as possible, because we don't want to be creative. We don't want creative things. So I watched all these new movies. They all suck. Ugh, Sam Mendes, and don't get me started on 1907 shit. Terrible movie. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to my backlog of movies that I have seen. All these movies that I enjoy, And I got to X-Men Origins Wolverine. And as a kid watching it, because the movie came out in 2009, and I was like 10 years old at that time, movies that you watch as a kid don't really hold up when you're older. That's a fucking lie. X-Men Origins Wolverine has improved, has aged like fine wine. Yes, just like Wolverine himself, the movie has aged amazingly. And not just that, X-Men Origins Wolverine peaked the Wolverine trilogy. The Wolverine, the hell is that? Logan? More like slogan, am I right? So let's talk about this masterpiece, baby. Not just the film that peaked the X-Men series and the Wolverine trilogy, but cinema as a whole. That's right. Today we're talking about X-Men Origins Wolverine. So as we begin X-Men Origins Wolverine, I have to remind you that Fox was going to make more X-Men Origins movies. But when this movie came out, they were like, oh shit. We can't compete with art. So they stopped making X-Men Origins films, and this is the only X-Men Origins film in existence. So Logan here, who used to be known as James Howlett, has a fever and he's sick in bed, Now note, here, his brother Victor is cutting his nails, okay? And he's doing this with a small blade, and I just remember that. But then some commotion happens, and Hugh Jackman's father kills Hugh Jackman's father. Wait.
Still cold, Father.
Son. You heard that right. This movie was already super inclusive for its time in 2009. That's right, Wolverine had 2 dads. Take that, Disney. You can't censor that in China, can you, bitch? Hugh then runs away with his brother as he just kebabbed his dad, and they instantly become grown men. In the series of flashbacks, we see that Victor has grown a really extreme, likes to slash up and kill people fetish, and then they both get arrested in Vietnam. This is where they meet Cliché Military General Number 1. So Cliché Military General Number 1 invites the both of them to his group orgy. And of course they say yes. Nobody declines group orgies. So after the group orgy, the group, called Team X, is this why it's called X-Men Origins Wolverine, go to Lagos, Nigeria. By the way, this is Deadpool, and I know what you're thinking. This looks like nothing of the Deadpool I see in the solo movies. Well, here's the thing. Fox has indoctrinated you into thinking that Deadpool is supposed to be this funnier, cringier, edgier version of Spider-Man. He's not. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, man. Be like me. I never drink the Kool-Aid. I'm as smart as a rock. Speaking of rocks, Military General Number 1 is looking for a rock to add to his pet rock collection. But since these guys won't give it to him, they just pretty much kill everybody. And he was like, alright, you know, I'm okay with orgies, but when it turns into a snuff film, I'm out of here. And so he leaves.
Jimmy! Jimmy!
Anyways, 6 years later. Yeah, that's right, Venom. 6 years, not 6 months. So everything we've seen has just been another giant flashback. And I mean, come on. There's a reason why this movie's called X-Men Origins Wolverine. And now, 6 years later, Hugh is the same, except now he fucks. Speaking of sex, it is actually implied that Hugh and his new girlfriend Silver Fox actually fuck in this movie. So, yeah, alright, we be fucking in here. Woo! Meanwhile, this dude is killed by Victor. Who was he? I don't know. I can't even remember his name. But his power was sick, dude.
If you turn off the light, you win a prize.
Meanwhile, Hugh is visited by Military General Number 1 and his boy toy Asian Man. Oh, I'm sorry.
Asian Man! My God. Haven't aged a day.
Yeah, nobody has.
Still shooting first, asking questions later.
You still chewing on cheap cigars?
The sexual tension is killing me, dude.
I haven't had to anyone in a while.
Starting to miss it?
Right about now I am.
Yeah?
Speaking of killing. Ah, shit, I skipped through a bunch of stuff. So before going to Plowtown, Silver Fox tells Hugh about the Wolverine, a story in which this horny dude called the Wolverine wanted to totally bang the moon, but this simp called Trickster totally tricked him. Is this why it's called X-Men Origins? So Victor finds Silver Fox, who decides to damage her property, and check this out. His nails, who were easily able to be cut by a small blade, can now literally tear metal. But who cares, man? It's cool. So Victor fridges Silver Fox, and now Hugh's like... So, Hugh finds Victor, and the two of them fight, and then Victor finally does something that everyone has always wanted to do to Hugh. Give him a manicure, duh! Those nails are looking so fresh. Now this is important. Hugh now wants to work with cliché Military General Number 1 to kill Victor.
I'm coming for blood. No law. No code of conduct.
Just so you know, no law, no code of conduct means committing violent acts that are just violent enough to pass for a PG-13 rating, which means that kids can watch this movie, which means more toys, and I'll explain later on. Anyways, here's some excellent comedy provided by this film.
You remember what we were looking for in Africa?
I remember.
Erase his memory.
So Hugh gets bone implants to get healthier bones, but this just doesn't give him healthier bones, it gives him super thick bones, baby! And not just that, say hello to CG claws. Fun fact time, did you know that it cost Fox a grand total of 5 cents to finish Wolverine's claws? It's so good! So Hugh Jackman gets naked and cosplays as the Terminator in this old white dude's barn.
You're not on the drugs, are you? Yeah.
And then we get the greatest scene in cinematic movie history. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to lick my hands during this virus, dude. What does CGI stand for? CGI stands for claws. So the old family gets killed by Asian Man. I'm sorry, not Asian Man.
Asian Man!
I brought you some.
Double kill!
We then cut to cliché Military General Number 1 being visited by cliché Military General Number 2, where they talk about the plot that everyone cares about. After this, we cut to a new character, Tool.
I have a headache.
He exists. And now, more characters join the story. Wait a second, is that Will.i.am? I love Will.i.am. He's such an amazing actor and an incredible rapper too. Just so good. Totally not terrible at all.
There's a special place in hell for the things we did.
Damn.
We then cut to our regularly scheduled fat jokes.
Hey, Fat, Fred. What's the island, Slim?
Did you just call me Blob?
So Wolverine beats the shit out of the Blob, and Tool gets captured by Victor, who is actually working with Cliché Military General Number 1 the whole time. Damn, dude, I totally didn't see that coming. So Hugh Jackman and Will.i.am travel to New Orleans where they meet John Carter. Will.i.am also dies. Will.i.am, no. So Wolverine notices this and goes in to fight Victor. And then John Carter notices this and intervenes in the fight for no reason. What is even happening? Cliché Military General Number 1 also impales Cliché Military General Number 2.
Foreign.
So here's the real kicker. So Cliché Military General Number 1 is creating a pool. Not a real pool, a dead pool.
The what?
The pool. Deadpool.
The what?
The mutant killer. Deadpool.
This is supposed to be the ultimate mutant killer, but why would Cliché Military General Number 1 create Deadpool? Why wouldn't he? I mean, why? So it's then revealed that Silver Fox was alive all along.
Who are you?
The mutant killer. Deadpool.
But remember, Chads, things can't be too dark or serious. This is a kid's movie. So Kayla Silverfox actually loved Hugh Jackman the whole time, even when she was lying to his face.
The story you told me. I thought you were the moon and I was your Wolverine. But you're the trickster, aren't you?
Damn, so she was like the moon, but not really, because she tricked the Wolverine, so she's actually the tricking trickster. But then who's the moon, though?
My sister. You said if I helped you, you'd let her go.
That does not kill any emotional impact at all. Silver Fox immediately becomes a damsel in distress, and Wolverine has to go and save her ass and beat the shit out of Victor once again. But then we get to the major dilemma of the film. Is Hugh Jackman an animal? Yo,
You're not an animal.
Don't do it, Hugh. Shit, man. No, don't do it, dog. Shit. Even though the film does nothing to showcase that Wolverine could indeed at some point become like his brother, as violent and as vicious and as willing to kill people as his brother, this is still an amazing plot point because only the best plot points don't add anything to the movie. And look at Hugh Jackman's angry face. Aww. Wolvie and Kayla then free all the mutants and then come against, you guessed it, Baraka's brother, Deadpool. I'm still so fucking mad that the Deadpool movies weren't comic accurate. This is the most comic accurate Deadpool I have ever seen. Believe me, I have a YouTube channel with less than 200,000 subscribers. Holy shit, that's so long. I know what you're thinking. How can he bend his arms? Those blades are too long. And to that I say, unsubscribe, you normie. Obviously, he can bend the metal. Have you read comics before? Jesus. Fucking. Can you believe this shit? Jesus. What are you still doing here? So Wolverine and Victor team up in taking down comic-accurate Deadpool, and Wolverine decapitates him with some glow sticks. Victor then commits suicide. So, it's a happy ending. Hugh Jackman and Kayla Silverfox walk into the sunset, not a care in the world, all happy and oh my god, no! Oh shit, he's going feral, someone kill him! Oh, he's got rabies, dude! Whew. Thank you, Cliché Military General Number 1. Whew. Oh, that'd have been dangerous. Anyways, we gotta have our cameos, and so, the one, the only, Patrick Stewart blow-up doll appears, hell yeah. And of course, the film still has to top this. How do they do it? CG extravaganza, baby. So real, bro. Oh my god. At the end of the day, Hugh Jackman wakes up and sees the Wolverine and Logan tag. Having now lost all his memories, he accidentally kills John Carter.
What's my name?
Damn, that's a plot twist. I guess that's why Channing Tatum's playing John Carter next. Wolverine then runs away from the millions of dollars of destruction he caused. with the final message of the film being that superheroes cost a lot of taxpayer dollars and should be eliminated. And that was it. That was X-Men Origins Wolverine, a totally well-written, well-paced film that did not get stale in the first 5 minutes.
Hey man, my spider sense is tingling.
You mean your Peter tingle?
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
Who is this?
This is Zack Snyder.
No, you're not. Zack Snyder's God. I saw him manifest himself to me in the 5th episode of the first season of BIAM.
Oh, I'm very real, and I'm coming for you. You think you can make good movies? You think you can mock me?
But I do think your movies are amazing, dude.
Bullshit. Nobody actually likes my movies, come on.
No, like, I actually like your movies, dude.
That's why I set an explosive in your house.
What? Spider Chat.
On it.
Why are you doing this, man? I swear, I think your movies are cumtacular. You don't have to do this.
Nobody talks like that. I know you're being sarcastic.
I'm not being sarcastic.
I found it.
That's my YouTube plaque.
I know. You've reached 1 million subscribers making videos about my movies. Now I'll take it away.
190,000.
What?
I only have 190,000 subscribers. You just hung up. Yeah, I don't think that was Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder sounds way more godly than that.
Whatever. Let's see.
Oh, shit.
That's not good.
How do we defuse it?
I don't know. I'm not the bomb squad.